Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing an astrology based nail look. I'll explain about why I'm doing this, Manny, in a minute, but these are the colors I'm using. So I'm going in with some Nellie Bells in Mel. The first color was a Virgo and Gem advent calendar color, and this one is a Circle City color in Frostbite. And these colors match so perfectly together. I really loved how this mani turned out. I did not want to remove it. So I'm just going to do my usual 2 coats of dip powder using my iGel base gel and just cleaning up the cuticle in between, and then I'll cure each layer for 60 seconds. But I wanted to explain about why I'm doing this specific astrology-based mani in the first place. So a couple of my friends and I are in a book club together, and right now we're reading. It's called Zodiac Academy, and it's really very good. It's a young adult book, and we are all very much obsessed with it right now. So I'm doing the constellation, so I'm going to be using a stamping plate and some stamping polish to create the design for the constellation for the Libra sign, which is the constellation or sign of my favorite character. His name's Orion in the story. And yeah, I just the story really inspired me to do this nail look, so I'm just gonna go in with my usual, same as all my other videos. I don't tend to really do much different because I just know that this works really well for me. It's gonna be different for everybody. I prefer to use the gel method, but some people are allergic to gel, and so they prefer to use the dip method, but it's definitely personal preference. Also, I'm not a certified nail tech. I am in no way telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I do and what works for me. And I'm just doing it for fun. But I'll stop rambling now and I'll let you watch the video. Alright, so that first layer is cured. As you can see, these colors go very, very well together. This blue is just absolutely stunning. I can't get over it. I did my ring finger that gray color, just because I'm gonna be using like a star stamping pattern and I want it to show up, so I did a lot lighter color than the blue or the dark gray that I have on my fingers. But I'm just gonna go in with my second layer. I'll speed it up a little bit and I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, so now that that second layer is cured, I'm going to go in with just my regular layer of base gel. This is my protectant layer for when I file and buff, so that I don't file off any color or glitter. And you can do this how you prefer. I usually do one layer unless I have chunky glitter, and if I have chunky glitter, then I'll do 2 layers of base gel. But for this, because it's very fine and very flat, I'm just going to go in with my 1 layer of base gel, and then I'll cure this for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to come in and wipe off the tacky layer with alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and then I will get into my filing buffing. Okay, so I did all my filing and buffing off camera just because it takes so long and it's really hard to actually get it in frame for me to see what I'm doing. But I will have a video coming out soon where I will show you my filing and buffing routine, my removal process, all of that. So look forward to that. But right now I'm going to be going in with my Maniology stamping plate. And stamping, like I've said before, I've just recently gotten into it, but I really like it so far. But it definitely takes a little bit of practice, especially when you're trying to decide which colors you want to use, how you want to use them, how they're going to show up on your nails. There's a lot of factors that come into play with stamping, but once you get the hang of it, it actually does become fairly easy to do. And since this mani, I've had, I think, 2 other manis on since I've recorded this video, and I've done stamping on both of them, and they have it's been getting easier and easier with my practice. So I am going to go in with a little star pattern, and then you'll see it's fairly easy to do. Like I said, once you get the hang of it, it's fairly easy to do, but it definitely does take practice. So I'm starting off with this Born Pretty white polish, and then I remembered that I have a Maniology white polish, and their stamping polishes tend to be a lot better. So I am going to use that one instead. Not that there's anything wrong with these Born Pretty stamping polishes, but the Born Pretty ones tend to dry a lot quicker, and they're not as opaque as the Maniology ones, which is, I mean, you get what you pay for, and they're definitely, like, good to have, especially as a beginner. But I just remembered that I had this one color. I think I had maybe 5 different Maniology colors at this point, and it was just easier to use. So as you can see, I just put a thin strip of polish on the pattern that I wanted to use, and I scraped it down using the scraping card, and then I just went in and I cleaned up a little bit so that I don't get too much excess on my skin. And then I'm going to go in, line everything up, stamp it on, and then as you can see, I waited a little bit too long, so it didn't the nail polish dried really quickly, which stamping polish is supposed to. As a very beginner, maybe I recommend using regular nail polish. I never tried that. I just went straight into stamping polish. But as you can see, there is a bit of trial and error here. So I'm just going to remove that. I'm going to use a tiny little bit of acetone to remove that. And it doesn't ever ruin my nail underneath. I think just because I have that protective base layer there. So I just go in with the lint-free wipe. I spray a little bit on the wipe, and then I just wipe it off very gently. Don't scrub hard or anything. It comes off really easily. And then I'm just going to go in and try again. And I think, I can't remember, I think maybe a second or third time I get it. But yeah, so I'm just going to do that one. I'm going to let it dry. And then you'll see that I'm going to go in with the Libra star sign. The Libra star sign. And I'm going to use a dark blue, and I'm going to use the Born Pretty stamping polish in their like dark blue color. And that one works out really well, and it does show up very well, which I'm grateful for, because I wasn't sure how the dark blue would clash with the gray that's on my actual fingernail. But yeah, no, I'll just let you guys keep watching, and I'll talk to you in a few. Okay, so as you saw, I was able to do that Libra stamping. I only had to do it once. It came out really nice on the first try, which I was happy for. So I'm just going to go in with my iGel top coat. I am going to cure this for 60 seconds. As you can see when I put this top coat on, that blue is just phenomenal. It is so sparkly. I love Circle City with all my heart. I'm so sad that she is closing down her business because she just knew what she was doing. I try here and there to make my own dips. I don't have a ton of spare time, but when I do get the chance, I really like to create them and see what I can come up with. But this blue created by her, oh my goodness, I love it so much. So I'm just going to cap off my free edges, make sure everything is fully coated and cured properly. And I will come back with some final thoughts. Alright, so here's the final look. I'm going to go in with some cuticle oil just to protect my nails and keep them from cracking, especially with this cold weather that we've been having. But yeah, no, that is my Libra astrology sign nails. I love how they came out. I did the blue and the silver because in Zodiac Academy, that is the school colors. I forgot to explain that in the beginning, but yeah, so I'm just going to go in with my cuticle oil, rub it all in, get everything all well coated. I will take some pictures and stick them at the end like I always do. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, any comments, if you have anything you would like me to try, please leave them down below. I will link everything that I used in this video down below. I will try my best, so I can't link any of the Circle City dip powder products anymore because she no longer has her business. But I'll link everything else, all of my Amazon purchases, everything that I use on my nails. Will be in the description box. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.